India faced a mathematical mountain. They needed 65 to 70 runs within the first 15 overs, keeping their wickets intact. This urgency is due to physics. As the ball gets colder and softer, hitting cleanly becomes harder, and the expected run rate plunges downward. To solve this tactical problem, India tried an untested solution. They sent out a young left-hander named Sourav Ganguly to pair up with Sachin Tendulkar at the top of the order for the first time. Ganguly faced the very first ball from Fanie de Villiers. Instead of settling for a defensive start, he opened his account immediately, striking the ball past the square gully position to relieve the initial pressure. That first ball boundary signaled a change in the team's opening intent. It was an early sign India was moving away from defensive consolidation toward a style that aimed to pressure the opposition from the start. This left-right combination creates a constant logistical headache for the fielding team. Every time the batters rotate the strike, the bowler has to recalibrate their line and length, which prevents them from settling into a consistent rhythm. Ganguly capitalized on this disruption with precise back foot timing. He was especially effective on the offside of the field, finding the gaps with a style built on timing rather than raw power. When the fast Alan Donald came into the attack, Ganguly used that extra pace to his advantage. Donald gave him slightly too much width, and Ganguly guided it to the boundary to end a brief drought in scoring. On the other end, Tendulkar offered a contrasting style. He played straight through the line of the delivery, striking it sweetly back past the bowler for 4 handsome runs. Beyond his ball striking, Tendulkar displayed elite spatial awareness. He constantly evaluated the speed of the fielders to decide exactly when to settle for 2 runs or push for a third. The threat of jaunty roads in the field forced a specific recalibration. Knowing the speed with Rhodes can chase and throw, the batters chose to play it safe on a shot that might have been 3 runs against any other fielder. This mechanical synergy kept the scoreboard moving and frustrated the South African attack. The pressure eventually led to uncharacteristic errors, with the bowlers surrendering a staggering 9 wides early in the match. Maintaining this aggressive scoring pace required navigating intense defensive pressure and several near misses. One moment of tension came when the South Africans launched a massive, aggressive appeal for LBW against Ganguly. The umpire denied the appeal for a specific technical reason. The ball had pitched outside the line of the leg stump. Because the delivery started its trajectory there, it could not be ruled out, regardless of where it might have hit the pads. The South African fielders were also working to close every gap. Andrew Hudson's brilliant, horizontal dive to save a boundary showed the extreme lengths they went to in order to stop the scoring. But the pressure eventually caused a lapse in the defense. Crooks dropped a crucial catch off Tendulkar, an error the commentators immediately identified as a mistake that could decide the match. By surviving these moments, the partnership remained intact. Avoiding the early exit meant Tendulkar and Ganguly could continue building on the foundation they had established in the opening overs. The momentum peaked when Tendulkar reached his half-century, hitting a shot toward third man to reach the milestone in just 74 balls. To understand the scale of this achievement, you have to look at the record he was already building. This was his 29th ODI 50, which sat alongside 900s, an incredible statistical output for such a young player. The partnership finally came to an end when Tendulkar was caught by Kirsten at long on, a sudden release of the pressure that had been building for over 20 overs. India lost their first wicket with the score at 126 runs. While it was a severe blow for the team in this specific match, The South African celebration showed just how difficult the pair had been to separate. While this single innings was over, the 126-run stand served as an incredibly successful test for the team's future strategy. It was the birth of what would become the most prolific opening partnership in the entire history of the game.